G'day guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Simply Fit, and I'm back in the gym today for a product review. So I'm going to be reviewing my full set of Xpeed Pro Series cable attachments. So I've got all the attachments of the Pro Series from Xpeed. They're all finished in that black powder coat, which is awesome. I've got the close grip row bar, I've got the wide grip lat pull down, I have the straight bar, I have the easy curl bar, and I have the Tricep V Bar and also the single stirrups. So I've got the whole set, and I've had it for probably close to 3 months now. So I've had extensive use of all of the pieces of from the set, and I thought I'd just go through them one by one and tell you a bit about them. So starting, because I'm sitting here with the close grip row bar, it's got the knurled handles which are solid in the bar itself. So they've got Allen bolts on the outside with knurled handles. It's quite nice knurling on the bar itself, and you can see it's cambered as well. It's really, really nice. Yeah, so each of the handles is 25mm with that knurling. The whole weight of this is 2.5 kilograms, is really solid, and all of the Pro Series attachments have this unique sort of attachment point. So they've got that unique attachment point there, which can make the handle rotate fully when it's on the cable. Every one of the attachments has got a point to grease on the back of it, just a little hole. There's no nipples on these handles, just that grease point there. And just get a grease gun, chuck the grease into it, and it rotates nice and freely. With the attachment points on each of the attachments, you've got the lock nut, you've got a couple of washers, and you've got a second washer on the top of it, and that does allow it to rotate. So the row handle is awesome. I really like the camber, how it's on different angles, so you can adjust it whether you want to have wider at the bottom or narrow at the bottom. So fantastic. So that low row bar that I just showed you was $70 as it was. So 70 bucks Australian to buy that one. Moving on now to the Tricep V Bar. Exactly the same handle, 25mm thickness, same knurling with those rubber end caps, really nice and solid. Same Allen bolts as the other handles, and this one can rotate on itself as well, just like this and like this. So exactly the same design. You got the lock nut, a washer, a couple of nylon washers, and then you've got the eye bolt. So really, I love this piece. As you're doing your tricep push downs, it'll rotate in your hand. So really nice piece. I'll just bring this down a little bit. As you're doing your push down, it'll rotate in your hand. So the cable doesn't get any extra tension on it. It just rotates within your hand. It's really smooth. This is probably my favorite piece out of all of them. I really think it's awesome value for money. This handle here is $80 Australian as well. So just really nice to use, and that matte black powder coat is just awesome on them. It just makes the gym look really nice. It's color coded to my gym, really good. So now we're into the single stirrup handles. So these are again the same design, Allen key, Allen bolts, can rotate and swivel on the eyelet, and also rotate this way. So these are really good. You can put the oil in it and grease them up through that hole. Same Allen bolt size as all the rest. It's got the cool Xpeed sort of, it's not a sticker, but it's like an embossed sort of logo on it, really nice. I love these for every exercise apart from cable flies, because as you fly, let me put it up here and show you. So as an example, this 25mm handle, this handle does not rotate, so it's solid. It'll be good if it could rotate. So when you're doing stuff like tricep push downs, it's no worries. Bicep curls, no worries at all. But when you do a cable fly, so when you do the fly movement, because the handle doesn't rotate, I find that when I come forward, you can see there, that's hitting my wrist. And that metal, it hurts your wrist. So when you're doing that fly movement, it does hurt. I don't like them. For cable flies, I prefer just to use my standard regular single stirrups, which have got the flexible material on it. I prefer these because it doesn't get your wrist, feels better. Pretty much every other exercise you use a single handle for though, these are fantastic. You're doing like a cable ab with the two handles. You can put both the handles on the one carabiner, just like so. When you're doing it, you get a nice grip on it like this. It makes the weight feel lighter. So say you're doing a sit-up at 50 kilos with the weight stack. 50 kilos with these handles does feel a lot lighter than 50 kilos with the regular stirrups. So I'm not sure why, but they just feel awesome. They're really high quality. So these stirrups are $50 each. So there's $100 for the pair, Australian. And like the other items, they're just super high quality. And like I said, I've got clients using these all day and they look brand new still. Like, check it out. They look brand new. They just look awesome, but they're functional too. As I said, awesome for 95% of workouts. That 5%, you use your other handles so they don't hurt your wrists. So now I'm into the lat pull-down bar. So first of all, 120 centimeters at the maximum length for your hand width, 25 mil, nice passive knurling. It's just very good knurling. Its the termination points are very clean. So if you look at my other videos on barbells, a good way to find quality items in barbells and knurling in particular is the termination points. So if it's nice and clear and you can see there where it's nice and even at the termination point, there's no like jagged edges and shitty runoffs and stuff. Really good. Now, the only negative with this whole set is this lat pull down bar, and it's actually quite a big negative because it can be dangerous. This lat pull down bar, exactly the same as the others. So you've got the eyelet, the washer, the couple of nylon washers and the other washer, right? This has come undone on me twice. So I've had a client doing a lat pull down and this nut has fallen off. Therefore the bar has fallen off the cable. Luckily she was only going really light and didn't injure herself. I then tightened it up. It's a lock nut. I tightened it up and another client just knocked this over. It was hanging up against the wall and knocked on the ground and it fell apart again a couple of months later. So what I've done now for the third time, I took it fully apart and I've actually put more Loctite on the thread of this eyelet and I've done it up tighter. So it doesn't rotate as easy as the rest. It'll still rotate, which you don't need it to rotate too bad, but hopefully that won't come undone. But because all the pieces are put together the same way with this design, that's got a potential to cause injury. If that comes undone during a set, if you're doing heavy rows, heavy lat pull down, heavy bicep curls, heavy triceps, and that nut fails, it's gonna, number one, scare the shit out of you, and number two, potentially injure you. So that's a big negative for me for such a quality product. You need to go around, check your nuts, check they got Loctite, and I would advise putting extra Loctite on the threads. So this bar, $120, and it is really nice, 25 mil. I really like this black powder coat as well. It's just such a solid look. So now guys, we come to the last two attachments, and that's my easy curl bar. It's about 70 centimeters in length, and my straight bar, which is about 40 centimeters in length. Both exactly the same specifications as the rest of the attachment, same eyelet, same put together, 25 mil handles, same knurling. Like I said in the other items, the knurling is just really nice. They're all very, very similar. So the knurling on all the bars feel the same. To maintain these, just like your barbells, get some oil, whether it be 3-in-1 oil, or I actually had to get some sewing machine oil for the needle of the sewing machine. Get some oil, get a nylon brush, give it a rub, get rid of all the dead skin and dirt and put some oil over it. It'll keep it rust-free and clean, and especially make the knurling feel like new all the time. So, easy curl bar to start off with. Very, very nice for your bicep curls, triceps, whatever. Even do lat pull downs with it on the high cable. Fantastic. The sticker on it, or the embossed logo on every one of these, is immaculate. Yeah, can't say anything wrong. Same as with the straight bar. So both of these, $80 each. So guys, basically the cost for the whole setup is about $530, give and take. So I get a little bit cheaper through my local shop at Intersport in Mildura. They help me out with equipment, and I can't thank them enough for all the support they've given me for the gym so far. But like I said, about $530, you're going to get a lat pull down bar, the close grip attachment for the seated row, the two stirrups, single stirrups, the V bar for tricep push downs, the easy curl bar, and the straight bar. So when you look at it for cheaper attachments, that's not bad value for such a quality item. So overall, I love these equipment. Xpeed's a very good Australian brand. They're manufactured overseas. They're not manufactured in Australia, but they're just super high quality. Can't recommend them enough. Like I said, be careful of the nuts. Make sure they're tight. Put some extra Loctite on them to just be extra certain. But apart from that, these handles will cop a beating, and you'll be using them for years to come. So don't forget, guys, subscribe to my channel. I've got heaps more reviews. You can probably see in the different angles of this video all the equipment behind me. It's all from FitTech and Xpeed, ATX, Rogue, all sorts of brands. The best quality equipment you can get. I want to do some more reviews, and next week I'll be doing my update to the Road to Season B bodybuilding comp, which we will be next week, 5 and 7 weeks out. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and keep flexing. I'm about to train legs. One of my clients has just rocked up, so let's do it.